Dinner tonight? Sergeant Matthews asked from his seat next to me, as if he knew I was thinking about Jane. I was glad he didn't seem to know the rest of what I was thinking about. Liam's full lips and amazing abs. It's important to her, you know. I swiveled my chair and my glare to him. Is it as important as pulling off a miracle win in the election in 2 weeks? In fact, I can't believe she even remembered what today is. Of course she remembered. He gave me his best fatherly tilt of the head. Being so tall and with such a long neck, Matthews sort of reminded me of a giraffe. A very nice-looking giraffe, that is. I thought about taking a dig at him for being a middle-aged gigolo with no actual parenting experience, but decided to keep my mouth shut. I didn't hate his concern. She might not show her sentimental side to the world, he continued, but it's there, believe me. I know she loved your father, and I know she loves you. She wants to be with you on the anniversary of his death. It's important to her. Yeah, I heard the first "it's important to her" guarantee. You're not her campaign manager, you know. I wondered if Matthews was right, if she really did care about me and want to honor my dad's memory, or if she had an ulterior motive, as usual. Like a conveniently timed photo op with one of her favorite paparazzo, or a trick up her sleeve to blackmail me to move back in with her. She still controlled my inheritance and trust. Matthews looked down at his watch and tisked. What's taking these jokers so long? I don't have all day. You don't have to be here, I assured him. I'm a big girl. I've done this dozens of times now. I'm not leaving you alone, so don't even start with me. He shook his head. I don't trust these CIA guys. They're as slippery as fish. Just then, a CIA guy in a shiny black suit with equally shiny slicked back hair walked in and cleared his throat. Speaking of fish, it was the agent who initially interviewed me in the days following the showdown at Grissom Island, the one who had assured me they would catch Detective Mastermind Martinez if and when they caught the bigger fish Martinez was working with. Ruby Rose, Agent Fishy said, a luring gleam in his eye. It's a pleasure to find myself in your presence once more. He offered his hand like a 17th century English duke. I seriously considered not shaking his pretentious poser hand, but after a moment's hesitation, I took it anyway. When we let go, Matthews stood and offered his hand to Fishy as well. Sergeant Matthews, and you are? Agent Fishy paused, looking up at Matthews's intimidating frame as if he might refuse the gesture, like I almost had. You can call me Skryker. They shook. Stupid, paranoid CIA name. Nice to meet you, Matthews said, pulling his shoulders back to assume his "I'm so much taller than you" stance. Now what's this about? Sergeant, I understand why you're here, and I'll do my best to respect that. But let's get one thing straight. I will be the one asking the questions today. Skryker's tone was light and cordial, but his tight jaw and piercing glare expressed quite the opposite. So, Miss Rose, I bet you're on the edge of your seat wondering why I've asked you here. He sat and placed a large manila envelope in front of him, apparently unconcerned with the fact that Matthews's long arms could reach across the table easily and knock the condescension off his face. Lucky for him, Matthews was far better tempered than me, and he took his seat with a dignified swallowing of pride. I wouldn't say edge of my seat, exactly, I said, not as talented at false cordiality. More like the end of my rope. It's always the same procedure, same questions, same black suits. No, I haven't seen or heard from Detective Martinez. Yes, I've kept the whole thing to myself. And of course, no, I've had no contact with any known criminals. An uneven smile spread across Skryker's face, and his eyes creased as if he were amused by the impetuous child across the table. Let me assure you, then, that I have a new question for you today. He pushed the manila envelope to my side of the table. I felt Matthews sit up in his seat while my heart sat up in my chest.